Cardano, ADA family, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. You guys know exactly what time it is. We're going to be talking about ADA, understanding what's happening. I've been getting flooded with the comments coming in about, all projects across the board because, of course, today is quite a bullish day for, the market, something we haven't seen for months. Bitcoin is on the verge of breaking towards a new all-time high. Yes, I haven't been giving you guys updates on every single project, but, the projects that I have been consistently uploading on, you guys know some of the things that we've been talking about are actually happening right now in front of us. Again, I've stated to you guys before on my channel, it's really, really hard to be quite frank with you to, give every single update because, of course, I have other things going on as well. But again, if you want to see more ADA updates, do let me know in the comments down below, and I will try my best to give you guys daily updates. I'll try to squeeze it in. But looking across the board, a lot of green double-digit gainers across the market. ADA up 13.3% with the price currently approaching 76 cents right now. Also up 6.3% in Bitcoin, comparative market cap at $27.3 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume has increased and sitting at about 1.3 billion. Before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So Arthur Hayes says Bitcoin bottomed on April 9th and it is now on track to reach $1 million by 2028. That is a big, big statement. A lot of people will laugh at it, right? A lot of people are going to come out and laugh at the fact that, that's never going to happen. But a lot of people never thought that your Bitcoin could be sitting at 100K. And here we have it. Just if you look at 5 years ago, when we did see that major crash in 2020, Bitcoin went down to $3,000 per BTC. And here we are sitting at $100,000. And if that doesn't tell you anything, I don't know what will. So look at this, President Trump, this has really triggered more excitement. Bitcoin was already on the breakout, but, this really gave more pressure to, BTC. You can see this for yourself. President Trump says, you better go out and buy stocks and now. A huge statement he's making. Obviously nothing in terms of crypto, but we know the correlation. Recently, I would say a month and a half, we did see a little bit of a switch in the correlation, but I think this is really having a positive impact on the crypto markets as well, because right after this announcement came out, Bitcoin broke towards, once again, a new monthly high. And here we have it. Look at this. Speaking about Cardano, Charles Hoskins says this: Cardano is the fastest crypto on planet. It's about time that we get to enjoy being the fastest cryptocurrency on planet. I love the fact that we never compromise our rigor. We decided to be the, tortoise, and we're going to win the race because of it. Is this the beginning of Cardano era of dominance? Of course, you look at the native tokens price. Native token price might not be doing, what you want it to, right? Dominance is really high right now. That is something that obviously we're going to touch base on. But in terms of the ecosystem itself, that's something that people overlook. There's some big developments that, we've been hearing over the course of the last few months that kind of go over the top for a lot of people. People just want to look at the price increase, but what they're building is something that, is quite interesting. And of course, now under the Trump administration, if indeed there was, a time where you do see all these US-based projects coming together and kind of working together to build the best project, I think that would be revolutionary. And on top of that, obviously, if capital gain tax, is exempt for US-based project, I think this would have a positive impact on all US-based project and, would drive more development to happen in the US for crypto. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, we're still speculating, but let me know down below what you guys think about that. Are we going to see ETF filings? Obviously, ADA does not have as much ETF filings like we are seeing for a lot of other coins, but I think that could happen in the near future. We have seen ADA being listed in part of, I think there was an index that was submitted, but so far so good. If you're looking at the dominance, it has pulled down quite significantly over the course of the last 24 hours, which has, given altcoins even more of a push. Bitcoin, you guys can see this for yourself, is hanging around the $103,000 price point, on the verge of, breaking out even more. we're very, very close to an all-time high, and if we're able to close the daily candle above 103K, I personally think, we could actually push up in the upcoming hours ahead of us. But if you're looking at ADA here, we're still in the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level. Of course, no one really wants to see this happening. People want to see, the bigger time frames being retested, but it is what it is. We cannot ignore where the dominance is right now. But on the bright side, we are retesting a level we haven't seen since March, which again is quite interesting. But April, 7th, if you did pick up some ADA around that level, you are up right now a staggering 50%, which again is not a small number by any means. But you can really see the resistance that we're facing. We actually did, have like a double top at 77 cents just a few hours ago, but we have seen a rejection as to be expected because that is a major resistance. If this is able to break out, I personally do project 83 cents to be the next target for Cardano. Then after that, we could start heading up to, the major level that, we have not retested pretty much since March 5th, which is at $1 price point. And again, the psychological price point. Again, if you want to put this into perspective, the next target that I'm looking out for is around an 8% move from where we currently are. Baby steps. Yes, we're still in the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level. Pretty much have been consolidating around this range, which is nice. But one step at a time. Let me know down below what you guys think. Love each and every one of you guys. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.